Boom. Lee Jin Ah. Oh, I didn't try to read it in Hangul. Ijina. Ijina. Lijina. Ijina. Kind of the same, right? In Hangul and English. First time reaction. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to be writing down over here to myself. Write down. It's the first time I've ever done this. This artist. Because of what? Patreon and people. I'm like, I said, hey, I'll do what you tell me until there's so many I don't know what to do. So we're doing it. If you want to get your requests done quicker, and if you want to hear this track with the better audio, the link is down below. $2 a month. It's pretty cheap, but it's enough to make me feel guilty. And also shout out to PD at Form of Therapy. Hearing him talk about what it's like for his channel and what he's been doing, and he's way bigger than me. He's like 10 times my size. And it just, I don't know, it's kind of liberating to hear someone be transparent about what's going on. Also funny, pressure on me is, of course, it's late. It's my birthday. Well, it was my birthday. My birthday stopped like an hour and a half ago. So any reason to have fun and drink vodka. That's a good thing to do. But now I'm afraid, oh my God, if I do other videos first, I'm not going to get to the ones I'm supposed to do. And I don't mean that in a weird way. I mean that like, it's fun. I'm one of the people who I enjoy pressure. I do. It's like, dude, you better get your shit together and do this, which I think is kind of fun. Ijina, let's go. Run with Gray. Oh, wait, hold on.
Run. 하염없이 길을 걸었지. 뭐가 나올지도 모른 채. 벗어나고파 고민거리들로부터. Maybe it'd be better if I faded all too. 솔직히 말해줘 babe, 어떻게 말해야 돼? 너에게 말을 걸 때.
Wait, hold on. I need to kind of count. It's doing something weird to me. I already wanted to say about the beginning when we had a keyboard part, but then it was all right hand. And instead of having a left hand keyboard, we had just bass, like a synth bass, filling out the low register. It was already cool. But then this texture changed. I kind of want to go back, and I'm going to zone out for a second and see if I can count.
벗어나고파 고민거리들로부터. Maybe it'd be better if I faded all too. 솔직히 말해줘 babe, 어떻게 말해야 돼? 너에게 말을 걸 때. 새하얘지는.
No, it must be double time. It's weird. Let me go back. I'm sorry if this is boring for y'all. Like, this is one of the weirdest things I've heard in K-pop as far as the timing. So I was counting 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to count double time in my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. See if it makes more sense.
Maybe it'd be better if I faded all too. 솔직히 말해줘 babe, 어떻게 말해야 돼? 너에게 말을 걸 때. 새하얘지는.
So it's kind of weird. If you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then the chord was on 1, and the next measure on 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is odd.
어질어질해 내 머릿속은 빈 거라. 너도 나와 똑같은지. You don't know what I've been through. 잊고 싶어 the light in you. 도망가볼까? 모른 척할까?
Okay, one thing I can tell you is I would call this, I don't use this term a lot because it doesn't come up a lot. I'm going to call this hemiola. And hemiola is a term for when you have music that sounds like it's in a different time signature than the current time signature. But the time hasn't actually changed. Just one instrument sounds like it's in a different time. And I'm going to say right now, like our drums and our chords feel like they're in two different times, but they're obviously working together.
Maybe I should say 세상은 너무 무서워 겁이 많아 집에만 있어 yeah 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 날 도와줘 거기 누구 없니 아무라도 내 손 잡아줬으면 해 괜찮아 괜찮아 난 미소 짓는 표정과 부들부들 말들로 나를 보호하는 걸 나를 보호하는 걸 넌 날 잘 몰라 나도 날 잘 몰라 yeah 상처 줄까봐 난 숨어있어 You don't know what I've been through 잊고 싶어 The light in you 도망가볼까
I want to restart this chorus here.
잊고 싶어 The light in you 도망가볼까 모른 척할까 Maybe I should stay
Are we not in 4? Are we in 5 or 7? I'm sorry. I'm counting like 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. But I'm not quite nailing any of those. This is where I need a badass percussionist, like buddy. I need like a super dope rhythm player next to me who would immediately be like, dude, they're doing this and this and this. Because dude, if you've never hung out with professionally, I'm not talking about great drummers. I'm talking about professional drummers, percussionists. They have an ability to dissect time that would blow your head off. For example, we're going to go on like a little rant here for a second, so you can skip if you want. But in music school, at least where I went to school, we have different tests on different elements of music. Not playing, right? We all have that. Each instrument's got that. But when we're all together, so when we're in one room and it's all trumpets and, you know, it's string players and percussionists and keyboard play, everyone's in one room training together. And they give you different exams based on your ability to replicate music and your ability to dissect music and things like that. So one thing that we had for 2 years straight, we had rhythm exams. And they're short exams. So you just walk in and the professor's like, yeah, we're doing rhythm. And he would throw rhythms on the screen that he thought were like appropriately difficult. And sometimes you would know, oh yeah, we've got something coming up in a week. So get your shit together. And I remember freaking out. So let's say the class was at 8 in the morning. I remember waking up at like 6 or 5:30 and trying to, cram rhythm stuff. And you'd go in like wide awake on coffee, and the percussionists would come in. And dude, they would be like hung over, like asleep. They'd walk in the room and we would go like one at a time, like playing things off the screen on our desk. And the drummers would murder it. Perfect. There'd be drummers who walk in and I'd be like, dude, so you ready for this thing? And they're like, what thing? And you're like, he's going to give us all like individual quizzes on rhythm. And they're like, yeah, I'm ready. Like, what? And I would be like, bad. I would be like barely passable. I'd be like C-. And the percussionist would be like, yeah, oh yeah, I got, what is it? And they'd be like, yeah, that's 100% correct. And Trump's like, cool. I'm like, dude, how are y'all that? You know how they are that good because it's like the language they speak. And that's what it reminds me of. I feel like I'm lost on the rhythm. I should have shut up before. That's already the best keyboard solo I've heard in a K-pop song ever. If this counts as K-pop, I've done probably 700 songs now, and that's already, this is the most inventive keyboard playing. It's not even close. This is clearly number one. I'm backing up. I wrote down modal. I'm hoping that that's just modal playing. I can go back and dissect it. But she's switching between scales and modes are different collections of notes and how they're organized. And she is what most people do is they find a single set that works and they use that set and they change when they have to. She is choosing. She's voluntarily going, here's the set, it works, and I'm switching. I'm doing a different set. This set works, I'm switching, I'm doing another one. She's showing off her vocabulary of understanding how the orbit of music works, and she's like, no, we're all in this galaxy, and she's jumping between planets.
It's okay, I'ma say that it's okay. 내 손 잡아주면 돼. Yeah, we're gonna run away. 구하고 싶지 않아. 내 맘 변화시켜줘. 도망가 볼까? 우린 도망쳐, 함께 도망쳐. 노린 척할까? Gonna run away, gonna run away. 도망가 볼까? 도망가 볼까? 도망가 볼까? Run away now, run away now, run away now. 도망가 볼까? 도망가 볼까?
You beat me. You beat me. That's awesome. I knew this day was coming. I didn't know it was coming from a Patreon request. I have felt so far that most of the things that I have heard in K-pop they're all ingredients that I'm really familiar with. Just the way we use the ingredients are not familiar to me. And this is one of the first songs, which is all in that R&B flavor, is Sam Kim, Zico, and now we're Legiona. We're like, oh, no. Especially here. The other ones are more like R&B flavor that I still understand, but it's more on point. This is actually the timing, the rhythmic timing is sick. And that keyboard solo, I don't think I can give enough praise to that keyboard solo. How could I say it differently for like a non-musician? Imagine she's freestyling and she's killing it in English and she switches to Korean and then she switches to Spanish and then she switches to Swedish. But she was already killing it in one language. She could have just stayed in one language and she was switching her languages up in the middle of speaking. Her musical language was changing in the middle of the sentences. That's badass. Ain't no other way to say it, and that's badass. I kind of would like to see Josiah react to this live, but it's so dope. I think I'm gonna send it to him now. And here's the funny part. I'm sending it to him like, this is the dopest thing ever, dude. You should hear it right now. But I think he's going to be like, dude, you think every K-pop song is awesome, so I'm not going to listen to it. Thank you. Thank you. This is 2 really good tracks in a row. I think I just have to get used to that. That like, oh, the type of people who are here and participating, they love music. And chances are that when they point me in a direction, they've got a reason for it. And really impressed. I'm going to say it also a different way. I feel like the majority of the K-pop I've heard, if you were to recruit me, you would call me up and be like, Ellis, hey, we need you to play on this track. Like, we're playing live in Georgia, and we need a guitar. I know it would never happen, but let's say that it did happen. I would be like, yeah, cool, I got this. I feel like this track, if you're like, dude, we need you to play on this track, I would be like, oh shit. I've got to bring my A game or this is not going to work. Pressure. Cool. Well, thank you. Thank you for guiding my ear in a good direction. I, of course, have my utmost respect for y'all out there, and my mind is blown every day that this is something that we do. Love you. Thanks. Bye.